Peace and blessing of Allah be upon you all, and welcome to today's session with Mr. Ahmed Hassan from Hello National Schools. And this session is about a very interesting topic. It's about your English language. Your English language. Yes, as I mentioned now, I said English language, I didn't say subject. And what's the difference between subject and language? We have a lot of subjects like math, history, religion, social studies, science, chemistry, physics. But I said English language. Yes, welcome iPhone. I don't know who are you, but you have to rename yourself with your name. Please try that. Okay, got that. Because there is a difference, as I said before, subject and language. Language is something that you practice. You have to practice the language in order to master it. So that is why we say language, not subject. And in the English language, there are a lot of functions, or what we call language functions. For example, greetings people. How do you greet people at different times of the day or night? Also, we have how to say thank you or expressing gratitude to someone. Also, we have requests and replying to requests, whether affirmative or negative, or in other words, applying or declining, accepting or refusing the request. And that's our topic today. Another function of the language is how to make suggestions. For example, you have an idea and you would like to suggest it to your friend or to your colleague or your classmate. So what do you say, or what are the forms or the different ways to make suggestions? Plus lack of understanding, and also it's another topic of our session today. If you don't understand something or a point, or you need to more clarity or some more clarification, how can you ask or express your lack of understanding? Another point is, for example, yes, how to respond or react with good news and bad news. Another point is how to apologize, or in other words, saying sorry. But in our session today, we have only 3 points to cover. The first item is requesting, or how to make requests. Another point, or the second point, is how to make suggestions, and also lack of understanding. Can you get me? Do you understand? Can you get the points? Please write in the chat box yes or no. I'm still waiting for your yes. Welcome, Fahd Ahmari. We have another participant here. Guys, do you understand? Write to me in the chat box. Okay. Guys, let's get back to our business, to our topic today. In our lesson, or in this session, we are going to discuss 3 points. The first one is requests, how to make requests and how to respond or reply to a request. I will start sharing a file with you now, and please confirm if you can see the file. Okay, can you see the file on the board now? Is it clear? Okay, let's go ahead. In this session, we are discussing making and responding to requests. What do you mean by request, guys? Asking. If you have a question or if you ask someone to do something, what do you say? In other words, how to make permissions. So requests means asking, whether you ask someone to do something for you or for taking permission. And here, making requests and responding to requests. If someone asks you to do something and you would like to say yes or no, agree or disagree to his request, that's the way. But before I start here, I will stop sharing because I have a quiz for you just to warm you up. Okay, I will start this new whiteboard. Guys, I wrote here, think about this quiz and please think outside the box. Or in other words, don't think in this quiz or in this puzzle in a normal way. If you have eight, you have eights, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many eights now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have eights. We have eights. How can you use these eights to get 1,000? You need or you have to make it equals 1,000. I need it to be 1,000. How? Do you know? You have only to use add. Only use the plus signs. How can we add these 8 eights to get 1,000? Think, I'm still waiting for your participation. The quiz again. You have 8, you have 8 eights. How can you get 1,000? Yes, we have another. Hello, iPhone. How are you? Could you please tell me and confirm? I will give you the ability to unmute your microphones. Yes, would you please tell me who are you? iPhone? Again, guys, let's get back to our puzzle. You have 8 eights. How can you use plus or add them to get 1,000? It would be 888 plus 88 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. This is what equals 1,000. Do you get that? So that's what I mean by English language. How can you think in English, not think in Arabic, and then compile what you say or what you think about of Arabic into English or translate it? So you will have a lot of difficulty or a lot of uh, difficult words that you need a dictionary to find the meaning, and some words in Arabic aren't in English, and some expressions in English aren't in Arabic. So that's why I ask you all the time to think in English, not in Arabic. Now let's get to our lesson again. It's for requesting and responding to requests. Here in this file, you have a list of expressions you can use to make requests. Put them in the appropriate column. I mean here that we have list here from 1 to 16, and you have to divide these expressions or these statements whether they are asking. Yes, we have another participant here. Just a moment. So just to check him. You have to use these expressions and divide them whether making requests or responding to requests. Making requests means a question. Making requests means a question. You ask someone to do something for you. And here responding to requests means whether agree or disagree. You get it? Let's take number 1. I have here a new user, but I'm still waiting for him. Just a moment. Guys, I'll give you a minute to think about this part. Now, number 1 here. Would you mind divide? I need you, hear you to divide these expressions whether they are requests or replying or responding to requests. Let's take making requests. What's the first one to ask a question? Can you, Mr. Ashraf? I have a message, just a moment, I'll check it in the chat box. Okay, this forum, guys, you have to complete this forum about this session or this internship. Okay, let's take it. Making requests like what? You can say, would you mind? And would you mind is usually followed by verb ing. You can say, would you mind opening the door? Would you mind carrying the bag? Would you mind helping me? So after would you mind, we use gerund. What do you mean by gerund? Verb ing. What else to make requests? When you say, do something for me, please. Well, you, for example, carry the bag for me, please. Will you? That's another way of making requests. What else? When you say, will you please? Will you please open the door. I'm still waiting. We have another participant here. Hello, Mr. Ahmed. Hello, Mr. Ahmed, can you hear me? Another message here in the chat box. Guys, you are allowed to unmute yourselves. Yes, Ibrahim. Ibrahim al-Mallah, you raised your hand. Do you have something to ask about?
Ibrahim, Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Ahmed. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Ibrahim Mallah is in grade 7, and he sent me a request that if he can attend with you.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmed.
You're welcome. My pleasure, sir. Yes, Ibrahim, you raised your hand. I'm asking you to unmute yourself and say what, do you have a question or you would like to take part with us? Yes, also we have could you, and to make your request more or polite, you say could you possibly, for example, give me a hand. Could you possibly give me a hand? Another way is do you think you could? Guys, please don't leave. Don't leave. You can say, do you think you could help me, for example? What is another way of asking, do you mind? And put the verb. What else? For making requests. Questions, guys. Can you? Sorry. And use a verb. Put question mark. Can you? Could you? Will you? Would you? Would you mind? Do you mind? So also we have could you, and I wonder if you could possibly, and put your verb. But on the other list here on the right, we can write response, and you have to decide whether they are agreeing or disagreeing. I mean here you accept this request or you refuse it. For example, what can you say here? When I say sorry, I am afraid. And here I'm afraid means I'm not frightened, but means I'm sorry. I can't. I'm afraid I can't. So this is accepting or refusing? Accepting or refusing, guys? There's no interaction. You have to share me. When I say sorry, I'm afraid I can't, is it yes or no to the request? No answer? There is no participation at
You
all?
can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. Hello. Yes, would you please introduce yourself? Who are you?
My name is Talal Ahmari.
Yes, Talal, how are you?
I'm fine.
Which grade are you in, Talal?
What?
Which grade are you in? What grade are you in?
Grade 6.
Grade 6?
I just didn't know how to say it.
You didn't know what? I'm asking about your class. What class are you in?
I didn't know how to say it. How to say
Talal, I mean, you are in grade 6, grade 7, grade 8. Which grade?
6.
Yeah, okay, grade 6. Who teaches you English? Mr. Saeed or Mr. Muhammad?
Mr. Said.
Mr. Saeed, okay, you are welcome, Talal. Would you please follow me now?
Yes.
What else can we say for responding to requests? Would you please mute your microphones because we have some echo? Mute your microphones. You are allowed to unmute yourselves if you have a question or something like that. But just say, excuse me, I have a question. I'm sorry, but maybe there is a problem with the internet connection. That is why the voice is not clear. Also, we have another way. Let's complete because we are in left time. We have only 8 minutes. What else can we say to reply or to respond to a request? You can say, sorry, I'm afraid I can't. You can say, not at all. And we mean, sorry for my spelling mistake, not at all. Also, we can say sure, or we can say certainly. And certainly, guys, equals sure. Certainly equals sure. But when we say certainly not, so we mean yes or no. Of course, it means no. We can say yes, of course. Also, we can say sorry, I can't. All these are different ways of responding to requests. So what are the different ways of making requests? We can say, would you mind? Let's take, for example, help me. We can say, would you mind helping me? Help me, will you? Will you please help me? Could you possibly help me? Do you think you could help me? Do you mind helping me? Can you help me? Could you help me? I wonder if you could possibly help me. When we respond to requests, for example, we can say yes or no. Someone asks you for something, you can agree or disagree, accept or refuse. When you accept, you say sure, certainly, yes, of course. And when you refuse, you say sorry, I can't, or certainly not, or sorry, I am afraid I can't. Now let's go to some practice. Let's go and do some practice. Just a moment, I will share the file with you now to practice this conversation, and I need you to be more active. Would you or will you share now this exercise? It will help you and it will check your understanding. Please, in 2 minutes, not more than that, Complete the following exchange with the right expressions from the chart above as we divide it, or you can use any expressions you like. Hello, can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we can.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, we can.
Would you please take part now and share or answer? Share your answers with me. Think, pair, and share. Here is a manager and employee in the first mini dialogue. Manager said, John, space, come to my office, please. I've got something very important to tell you about the new contract. Employee, space, I'll be there in a minute, sir. So what can we write in the first blank and the second blank? Raise your hands if you know the answer. I have two students raise their hand. Let's take, yes, who is iPhone? I don't know your name, but you are allowed to answer.
Okay. John, can you come to my office, please?
Good. So you can write, can you come to my office, please? What else? Do we have any other answers here?
Could you?
Good. Could you come to my office, please? I've got something very important to you about the new contract. So how does he reply to him, the employee?
Sure.
Sure. I'll be there in a minute. Thank you. You have done an excellent job. But please tell me what your name is. What's your name?
My name is Bander.
Bander what?
Bander Al-Mughirbi.
Okay. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you, Bander. You have done an excellent job.
Thank you.
Bye. Here, let's move to number one, guys. We can say, can you come to my office? Could you come to my office, please? Will you come to my office? I wonder if you could possibly come to my office. Anyway, it's right. And employee, he said, John answered, sure, of course, certainly. I'll be there in a minute, sir. Now, let's move to number 2. Who can answer number 2? Raise your hands, please. Hurry up. Raise hands if you know the answer. Teacher and student. Teacher, it is cold in here. Space, closing that window. Space. Student replied. Teacher said, thank you. Student, you're welcome, sir. Who can answer number 2? No one? Who would like to participate? Cheer us. Be active. Okay, guys. We will stop here. Just a moment. We will stop here because we are in short time. We have only 1 minute left. At last, but inshallah, and it wouldn't be the last time. I'm very happy because some students were active and take part with us. And I'm happy now to take your questions in 30 seconds. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you teach, what grade?
I'm teaching grade 9 and 10.
Oh, okay, thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you, Azuz. Guys, any other questions?
في نهاية اللقاء أتقدم بخالص الشكر والتقدير للأستاذ الفاضل الأستاذ أحمد حسن معلم اللغة الإنجليزية الخبير باللغة الإنجليزية على ما تفضل به من محاضرة شيقة وجميلة ومفيدة لأبنائنا الطلاب حول وظائف اللغة الإنجليزية. أتمنى أن يكون الطلاب جميعا استفادوا بها. والآن أمامكم دقيقة للدخول إلى الرابط المنشور على الشات لتعبئة استبانة الدورة، وهذه الاستبانة هامة وضرورية.
اشترك في القناة وفعل زر الإشعارات، وأيضا لا تنسى دعمنا بلايك.